Good morning viewers, welcome to Consumer Shorthand classes. You see the chapter 6 Phraseography. Phraseography is the writing of two or more words together without lifting the pen, the resulting outline being called a phraseogram. If you write two or more words together without lifting the pen, it is called phraseogram. You see how can be. Till now we are writing how separately, can separately and be separately. Now with this rule we can write how can be like this. How can be. The best phraseograms are those which combine the qualities of facility, linearity and legibility. A phraseogram should be easy to write. There should not be any clumsy to write. It should be easy to write. It should not ascend too far above nor descend too far below the line. And it must be legible when written. Subject to the observance of these conditions, the practice of phrase writing will greatly increase the writer's fluency and speed. From now onwards, we have to write with speed. By the time you complete this book, you should be able to write at the rate of 80 words per minute. That's why what you write, the outlines should be very legible to write, very easy to identify. It should be written with facility. So, A. The first word form of a phraseogram must occupy the position in which it would be written if it stood alone. Here, how if it stood alone, where we are writing on the line, we are writing on the line, isn't it? So, this how can be to be written like this. You see, thus the phrase how can they would be represented by the outline how can they, commencing on the line, because how if it stood alone would be written on the line. Similarly, I have commences above the line. I have like this we have to write. Okay. Next, a first position word form may be slightly raised or lowered to permit of a following stroke being written above, on or through the line. I thank you. You see, with much, with which, with each. With much, with which, with each. Actually, when standing alone, with will be written like this, isn't it? Then number 1, how to write with much. With much we will write. In case of with which, Che can be written on the line to show difference between much and which. Much is written above the line and which is written on the line. Like this, this with is lightly raised. Here somewhat it is lowered. Number 3, with each. Each is to be written through the line. So, with is to be lowered somewhat. With each. Right? With much, with which, with each. Like that, with can be lowered or raised to some extent to permit of a following stroke being written above, on or through the line. Right? I thank you. We have to write above the line. Next, C. When joined to KML, The sign I may be shortened. You see, I can. How to write I can? I can. If we combine these two, we can shorten this I like this, and we can put like this I can. And I am, we can shorten this and we can write like this. I will, this we can shorten and write L like this. Number D. With rare exceptions, it is unnecessary to vocalize phraseograms. Phraseograms may not be written in full with consonants. We can shorten the outlines. Here, the word he standing alone or at the beginning of a phrase, it is to be written like this, he. He we can write like this. But in the middle, it can be written by grammalogue he. Grammalogue he. That's why grammalogues have been told in the previous chapter. He. You see, he may. He will he will write like this, he may. Why he has written he consonant? Because he came in the beginning. But if he may, if he comes in the middle, we can write like this, if he grammalogue may. You see, he may, if he may, but in the middle of a phrase, the word is represented by the logogram like this. If he may, he should, if he should know. Okay. For the sake of an easier joining, the word much is sometimes written in full in phrases. Actually, we have grammalogue much. Much can be written above the line. But for easier joining, in some cases, instead of che, we can write much, m, che. Full form we can write like that, like this. So much, so much. How much? If we write so much like this, it can't be identified correctly. Like if you write how much, we can't identify correctly. That's why the full form of much is written sometimes for easier joining. And were is written either vere or downward, were. And were is written were. We can write were like this in phraseography or like this. This indicates were. You see, they were. They were. Actually, the outline of the were is like this. But we can erase this. We can write like this. They were. You were. You see in this book. If they were. If he were. If he were. In phrases, the word him should have the dot vowel inserted. You see, we have known about the grammalogues me and him. Me. Me is to be written above the line. Him is to be written on the line. In phrases, you see, of me, we will write like this, of me. Then how to write of him? Of him at a, how to write? If we write like this, there will be clash between of me and of him. That's why we have to put a light dot before M if this indicates him. Okay, of to me we write like this. To him we write to him with light dot in the third place before the stroke. In phrases, the word him should have the dot vowel inserted. Dot vowel, here it was inserted. Next, phrasing. The word the may be expressed by a light slanting tick joined to a preceding character and written either downward or upward. What is the meaning of slanting? Slanting means like this. Slanting eyes. Slanting eyes. Japanese and China people will have slanting eyes. We will see like this. They will see like this. It is called slanting, like this. So, the word the may be expressed by a light slanting tick joined to a preceding character. You see, of the. Of is to be written like this. If a slanting tick is attached to it, this is of the. And the, and the. And is grammalogue, and if we put slanting tick, this is and the. Should the, should the, on the line should, slanting tick, should the. With the, by the, if the, have the. This is downward. Now upward. Beyond the. Beyond the. What the. How the. At the. Which the. Was the. Okay. The tick for the must never be used initially. This tick should not be used initially. Initially, we have to use what? We have to use this dot only. Note, on the and but they should slope a little to secure a better angle. You see, on the. If we write like this, it clashes to Y sometimes. Y grammalogue is there. That's why this on is to be slant like this. Slant like this. Like this. Like this. Instead of writing on like this, we can slant to some extent and we can write like this. But the, if we write but they write like this, this the is not clearly seen. That's why we can write like this. But can be slant like this. Okay. Now you see page number 28. Here certain phrases are given. I thank you. I with you above the line. I thank you. I think you should be. I think you should be on the line. I have the. I, we, the. Tick the. I have had. I saw the. I see. I am. I may be. I will be. You should. You should be. You can. You will. You will be. You may be. you were, if you were, they were, how can they, why do you, why have you, with you, so much, with much, with which, with each, when they, what do you, what was, what can be, it would be, it should be, it will be, it was, which were, he should be, he will be, if he were, too much. These are the phrases. So grammalogues, it above the line, thank, thanked. It on the line, think. The above the line, though. The on the line, they. Z on the line, was. Through the line, whose. Ish on the line, shall. Ish through the line, wish. Left semicircle above the line, with. Already I have told this. With, when, what would. Ho, D like, small tick above the line, ho, oh. He, already I have told you. These are the things you have to practice all these things, so that tomorrow I will give dictation. Don't forget that you should practice all these things by heart. Then only you have to move to the next videos. Okay, right. If you like this video, please share to your friends. Also, if you like my video, please share to your friends. Also, please subscribe my channel and give a like to this video. Thank you.